guys, how are you? I'm so honored to be in your homes once again and for you to have chosen this channel to watch. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for telling friends, and thank you so much for sharing the link. Today I've decided to make sweet potato treats. These are very good for children. They are very simple. You need very few ingredients and you have yourself a snack for your kids or for yourself at home. So let me show you what I'll need. I'll need a frying pan like you see here and some oil. These are going to be deep fried as well, so you need some reasonable amount of oil. I don't have many sweet potatoes to use, but the ones I have I'm going to show you. Now these are my sweet potatoes. I already peeled them. I'm going to cut them up into these sizes, and what I will use will be this cinnamon powder to help me spice up my sweet potatoes, and turmeric for color. Now I've already sliced up some, but this is how I sliced up the first ones. It doesn't matter what kind of sweet potato you have. For those of you who have yellow one, it's the same method if you want to try it at home. Just slice them up. They are a bit hard, so whichever works for you, slice them. Into long slices first, and then you get to go through them again. This will give you the nice square shape that we are having. Remember, these are just treats. They are not like, if you're serving and you have people over, they could be a good starter for those of you who do starters, because it's not got to be filling, but good enough to kick your appetite up. Now when I'm done slicing them up like this, I get to go through them again. As you can see, these bites will be easy, appetizing, across all ages. Remember, the channel is about cooking being made easy at home. You can eat like royalty, or give yourself that feel as though you've eaten out, when actually you've eaten at home, had your fill, and in the comfort of your home. There's nothing that beats that. So when you're done slicing up all your potatoes, we'll drain them out. These are just like the Irish potatoes, or the potatoes that we normally call them. I'm just sitting them in water for now so that they don't get a sap buildup. Because as you can see, there's some white starting to pull through. If I don't soak them in water right away, they'll start discoloring, and I want them to maintain that color that I initially started off with. These will be loved by just about anyone because there's no added sugar, guys. No added sugar, just natural sugars. So if your sweet potato is sweet as it goes, you should be able to enjoy these as snacks. I love the smell of sweet potato when it is baked or when it is fried in oil. It just excites my palate. I've done this because it's a lot easier. You can go ahead and continue with the board, but I'm done. So once you've finished cutting up all your potatoes. They are seated in water. I'm just taking them out now, drying them with a tissue, and then I'm going to marinate them after. Now this is my tray, and I'm just going to use the tissue to make sure they are dry when I put them on there, because if they are wet they will not absorb my ingredients that are coming after this. So if you have some tissue at home, go ahead and use it. It will help them be dry and easily absorb the spices that we are going to add to them. As you can see, these are easy, guys. If you find yourself with sweet potatoes and you've been wondering what else can I do to my sweet potatoes so that people at home can enjoy them more, this is one of those. You can do as many as you have or want. I didn't have a lot of sweet potatoes, but what I have is what I'm using now. So don't be limited by not having a lot of sweet potatoes. Now I'm just toweling them dry. Now I'm just toweling them dry, as you can see, and then the towel has become damp, so that means they are dry. As you can see, the water is draining itself and dripping down. So I'm going to put these in a different bowl, because you see how wet my fingers are. That means they were not properly drained before. So now that they are a bit dry, I will put them in a separate dish and dry them further. I want the turmeric to stick, and it will not stick if they are wet. So you make sure they are dry for the cinnamon and turmeric to stick before you fry them. Now for sure they are dry and ready for the next step. So I have a teaspoon of turmeric. I want them to come out colored properly, so that's why I'm using turmeric, and the aroma that will come off from turmeric and cinnamon. Cinnamon is good for baking, so you can go ahead and add maybe a teaspoon of that. It will help also with the aroma. And guys, remember, these are still sweet potatoes. They are not anything different. Sweet potatoes still. Now I'm mixing them up just to ensure that the cinnamon, turmeric have gone on every bit of the sweet potatoes. And then I'll let this sit as I get my oil and pan ready for them to fry. If your sweet potatoes are sweet enough, you should be able to get yourself a good snack. Tasty without added sugars. Just goodness flowing around. So these will sit for now. And then I get the oil ready for them to fry. Now I'm going to test my oil, see if it is ready for the sweet potatoes. Now when you see bubbles around the skew, you just know it is ready. Yes, I can see the bubbles. Now time for me to put, that is just the right temperature to put, because if it's hotter than that, you don't want splashes, you don't want any burning. So you want your heat to be just right. Sweet potatoes are another one of those of the family of soft foods. They don't take long, so you need to monitor how long it takes you depending on your heat and depending on how many you're working with. If it's lots of sweet potatoes, then that's the time you'll take. Now mine, I'm just ensuring they are all submerged to give them the same cooking time. Now, as you can see, they are all submerged. I will not mix or touch them again for at least 5 minutes until I see they are crispy and ready to take out. They need to be crispy on the outward and also soft on the inside, because these are bites. They are treats for you in the evening or starters as you wait for the main meal. Yeah, so we will wait for them to get ready. Now, these things have been in here for about 5 minutes. Time for me to drain them out and put them on a tissue to dry and plate. And I'm telling you, these along with a glass of milk for evening snack or breakfast, they have a love affair that I'm yet to come to understand. Sweet potatoes with milk are something else, guys. So try them and see how they taste and go well together. Now, as you can see, my sweet potatoes were white initially, but now they are this color because I used turmeric and cinnamon. Now, the two of them together will give me such a great taste in the mouth that I'll not be able to explain it except you taste it yourself. And as you saw, they don't take long to get ready. They take a short time, so that is time you can pull off your schedule and do at home. They will be loved by all ages, especially you guys who like going to supermarkets and buying bites like crisps. In Uganda we have plantain, but there's a way we do it and call it gonja. So we are yet to do that as a video as well, and you'll be able to see and learn how they make those at home as well. But today it's sweet potato goodies. I'm trying to get them dry before putting on a plate because I don't want them oily. I want them nice and crispy but not oily. I'm trying to get every bit of my potatoes cooked before I turn off the heat. These ones, be it young or old, will enjoy them. And as you saw, they don't need many ingredients. So just 3 things: sweet potatoes, cinnamon, and turmeric, and you have yourself some nice bites. Now guys, that is how I would plate my sweet potato goodies. If you can feel the noise, you feel the noise when I throw them on the plate? That is how they should be: crispy yet soft on the inside. That is how you want them. You can have them for those of you who want to have hardcore, or what we call popcorns or hard corns. These are one of those that you could add And as you're watching a movie, those could go down very well instead of just popcorn. They could go down as well very well if you're chatting with friends at home and getting to know each other over the festive season. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing and sharing the link and telling friends. Thank you so much, Web, for watching. I'm honored to have you on board. Until next time, guys, bye bye and God bless.